Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you here. I am feeling nostalgic lately for OG YouTube once again, and I'm in the mood to just sit down and tell you some of my current favorites. I don't know if I've ever made a favorites video. I have to have. I mean, I've been on YouTube for over 8 years. There's no way I haven't. I decided to just lean into the OG YouTube vibes once again and make a current favorites video and just tell you some of the things that I have been loving lately. I also just wanted to make an entire video dedicated to things that bring me joy and that make me happy, because I feel like those are the positive vibes and the positive energy that I need. So I have a list on my phone. I have some products. I've got random food and drinks, clothes, accessories, books of the year so far. If there's anything else I can think of while I'm making this, I'm just gonna tell you, and I'm gonna put everything up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. I have all of these things in my possession. I just didn't feel like getting every single one of them out for this video and then having to put them all back. So I'm just gonna insert photos on the screen of what I'm talking about. And for anything that I can find links for, I'm gonna put a big link down below. So if you're interested in anything that I'm talking about, hopefully I'll be able to find something for it and I'll put it down below. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. These are some of the things that I've been loving lately. Starting off strong with my nails right now. I just had to say this because I got my nails done in my last video and I'm obsessed with them. I haven't gotten this shape before. These are rounded square and it's 2 coats of OPI bubble bath. If you guys need any nail inspo, I just think they look so classy and neutral and good, and I just really like them, so needed to mention those first and foremost. Moving into our first category, which is products. The first thing I have written down is the dibs stick. I'm so late to this. Okay, I moved my chair so that I could sit here, but now I can't open my drawer. Oh, here it is. I wanted to pull this out so I can tell you what shade I use. I just used this. This has become a staple in my makeup routine. This one is shade 2. Blush is You Do You. Bronzer is Mood Boost. So it just has, if you're not familiar, one side is a cream bronzer contour thing, and then the other side is a cream blush, and I'm obsessed with this. I feel like it's what's made my makeup routine look so glowy lately. Okay, everybody who hypes up the dipstick, they are correct. Going along with makeup products, the Rare Beauty mascara. Okay, I haven't tried a new mascara in years because I am loyal to the YSL Lash Clash, but I am currently out of my YSL Lash Clash and I've been too lazy to go to Sephora and get a new one. I really should just order one online at this point, because by the time I order it, I mean, I probably wouldn't have gotten to a Sephora that has it anyway. But I got the Rare Beauty mascara in a PR package and I love it. Usually I have an issue with mascaras like bleeding down to my lower lash line and kind of giving me like the raccoon vibe, but I have this on right now. I didn't even curl my eyelashes today, if you can see this. It is so good, so I needed to mention that. Also, the Rare Beauty brow gel. I have been loyal to the Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination Gel recently because it's honestly like super glue for your eyebrows. But again, I ran out of that, have been too lazy to go to Sephora and get more. And then in the same PR package that I got the mascara, I got the Rare Beauty brow gel, and I've been using that. I love it. It does the same exact thing. I feel like it has the same strength as the Patrick Ta one. So I've really been loving those. And brow gel is one of the most important parts of my makeup routine, I feel like, because my eyebrows have no shape naturally. So they just love to go wherever they feel like going, and I need to like reel it in. So I've been loving that. Next up, I have the Vanicream Daily Facial Moisturizer. I have super sensitive, acne prone skin. I have been on a quest my entire life to find skincare products that don't break me out, and I feel like my skincare routine right now is exactly right for my skin, for like super acne prone, super sensitive. I use the La Roche-Posay Tolerian facial cleanser, which I guess I should include that too because I really like that. But the Vanicream Daily Facial Moisturizer, not the big tub of Vanicream, but the little specific daily facial moisturizer, is my favorite moisturizer. It feels so good on my face. It's thick enough that it's hydrating, but it's light enough that it looks good under makeup and there's no pilling or anything. And it's completely non-comedogenic. It does not clog my pores. It's a very gentle, sensitive, skin-friendly formula. I recommend it to absolutely everybody that needs a product like this if you have similar skin to mine and you're like acne prone and a lot of products break you out. I can't try a lot of new skincare products, which is unfortunate because there's always a new cool product that people rave about and I just can't get on the wave because I'm sticking with my La Roche-Posay cleanser and my Vanicream moisturizer and then my azelaic acid from the dermatologist and my Rofade from the dermatologist. Like that's my skincare routine, and also like micellar water to wash my face. But that moisturizer is top tier. If you're looking for something a bit thicker, maybe this isn't for you, but if you're looking for something for the morning time specifically and you want to be able to wear it under makeup, just try it. It's really good. Going along with like more body care things, the Method body wash, specifically the Simply Nourish scent, is heavenly. It is the best scented body wash. I am obsessed with it. I go through it so fast. I could not recommend this enough if you're looking for a new body wash. It just smells so good. I love products. I have a couple more shower body care products in here. I just love a good shower product that just makes me smell good, makes me feel good. It elevates my shower. It just adds a little extra joy to the shower. I get out, I'm like, I smell nice. Like it's just, it elevates the experience, and that's what I'm looking for. That is amazing. Also, the EOS Shave Gel, specifically the Fresh and Cozy scent, I have been obsessed with. It lingers. The scent lingers, and I feel like I get out of the shower and I can just smell it on me, and I'm like, I feel luxurious. Like I feel like I just left the spa. It's just those little things. Completing the shower routine products, I have been loving the Athena Club body lotion. I feel like it's such a thick, rich, like luxurious feeling lotion, and I love moisturizing after I get out of the shower, especially once I shave my legs. Like shaving my legs and then putting a coat of that on, prime. Amazing. That combo, so good. They have really good scents. I have the vanilla one, vanilla something. Specifically for the summertime, I will yell about this product from the rooftops every single time. The Hawaiian Tropic After Sun. It's a blue colored thing. I'm putting a picture of it on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the single best after sun product I have ever tried. Every time I get in the sun and I get a burn or something with my skin, I always lather myself in that. It's coconut and papaya scented. I, first of all, love the way that it smells. It feels so nice and cooling on my skin, but it's not super cooling to the point where I'm like shivering, because there are some products that are like cooling after sun and then it makes you shiver, and I hate that feeling. I swear when I put that on at night after I shower and I get back from the pool or the beach or whatever, I wake up the next morning and my skin looks at least 80% better. And then finally, in the product section, I just have Dead Cool fragrances in general. I'm obsessed with Dead Cool. I love all of their products. I have their dryer sheets in the Extra Milk scent. Extra Milk is one of my go-to daily fragrances. I like to layer it with my Chanel Mademoiselle, and I also layer it with every other fragrance because I feel like Extra Milk is such a good layering fragrance, but it's also really great to wear on its own. It just smells so nice. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a good everyday scent. It layers well. I also have the Extra Milk Room and Linen Spray. I'm obsessed with this scent. They make laundry detergent in that too. I've had that one too. I have a couple other of their fragrances, and all of them are just so good. I have them in the travel sizes too, and I keep them in my purse to touch up throughout the day. Dead Cool. Okay, I have put so many people on Extra Milk specifically. I put my aunt on, I put my mom on. Every time I wear it, I get compliments, and I feel like I don't hear enough people talking about it. So I needed to talk about it. Moving on to food and drinks. I don't know, I've just been hyper fixating on a few things lately that I figured I would tell you about. First of all, iced matcha lattes. I've talked about this in the last few vlogs. I haven't been drinking coffee as much lately just because of my anxiety. I understand that matcha still has caffeine, okay? However, it doesn't hit the same. Like, it doesn't make me feel the same. Honestly, matcha to me is more refreshing. It also helps me to maintain caffeine withdrawal headaches, because if I just completely don't have any caffeine, I get really bad headaches, which I understand is not good. But there was a point in my life like 6 months ago where I was drinking 2 double shot lattes a day minimum. So I have just been more on my matcha grind lately. I love how refreshing it tastes. I love the taste of matcha. I've specifically been loving a blackberry vanilla matcha. Honestly, any specialty matcha from a coffee shop, there's a lot of coffee shops that do like a blueberry matcha, strawberry matcha. I love strawberry matcha. This is another thing that I've mentioned before, but poppy root beer. I don't know what it is, okay? I don't know what it is about it. Root beer is my favorite flavor of poppy by far. Poppy root beer to me tastes like almost like a root beer float, or like a root beer mixed with a cream soda. It is so good. It's like my little sweet treat if I want a sweet treat that's not caffeinated, because I did Google it and I checked and it's not caffeinated, thank God, because I do drink those later in the day sometimes, and if that was caffeinated, that would be a mess. Next on my list of hyperfixation things lately, acai bowls. I mean, it is warmer out, the sun is out. I feel like it's about to be summer. I'm getting back into my summer state of mind, and an acai bowl is so warm weather to me, but I have just been obsessed with them lately. I will get an acai bowl, I'll add protein powder to the acai base, And then I love it when there's peanut butter drizzled on top. When I see an acai bowl lately, I'm getting one. End of story. One of my favorite snacks lately has been sweet and salty popcorn. Like sweet and salty kettle corn. It's just doing it for me. There's a couple different brands that I really like. I'll put them on the screen. I forgot about this and how good this is. It's just such a good snack. Usually when I have a salty snack, I like to follow it up with a sweet snack. And for this, like those two are combined. So it's just like killing two birds with one stone. Next, I love Aloha bars, very specifically the chocolate chip cookie dough ones, because to me, it genuinely does taste like chocolate chip cookie dough. And they're so good. They have protein in them, and I love just throwing them in my bag if I'm on the go and I don't know if I'm gonna need a little pick-me-up. And then finally, this one's super random, but Lifesavers wintergreen mints. I used to be obsessed with these. I used to bring truly an entire bag of these mints in my backpack to school. In high school, I would just eat them throughout the day because I liked just having something in my mouth. I mean, was that the best for my teeth? Probably not, but I went through a phase, and then lately I have been eating them at therapy because my therapist has a bowl of them on her side table, and every time I go in there I grab like 10 because she encourages me to, and I'm like, okay, great. So I keep them in my purse. They're so good. Like, I forgot how much I loved those. So that one is kind of random, but that's been a hyperfixation of mine lately, and they just bring me joy. All right, next category, clothing and accessories. First and foremost, obviously, baby doll dresses. To me, the most flattering cut of dress. I wear baby doll dresses whenever possible because they are so comfortable. I feel really cute, but I still feel comfortable. I feel dressed up, but again, comfortable. Like when it comes to fashion and style, I just prioritize comfort, okay? I'm working on developing my personal style. That's a video for another time. I've been thinking about making a video diary of trying to develop my personal style for a while now. And it just kind of feels overwhelming to me to get into that and start it because I'm like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I feel like, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, but one of my things that I feel like I have down pat is my favorite dress silhouette being a baby doll. The best dress for spring and summer, again, like flowy, nice, like airy for the summer. I'm not gonna like sweat completely off in it. I love them on me and I think they're so flattering. Next, this is a workout top, the Free People Icon tee. I believe it's called the Icon tee. Hold on, let me check. Yes, it's basically just a big t-shirt and I love wearing it over some biker shorts to go to the gym, to go on a walk. Whenever I decide to run, I like to wear that. It's just nice and flowy. It's not like constricting or form-fitting at all. And it just feels like light and airy. And I think it's so cute. I have recently rediscovered my love for the New Balance 550 sneaker. I have another pair of white sneakers that I've been wearing religiously for like 2 years. And I used to wear my white New Balance 550s religiously, but then I got the new style of sneaker and I fell off the 550s. But since I got my part-time job and I'm on my feet a lot more, I've been wearing those to work and they're so comfortable. They're so cute, great shoe, very versatile, works with so many different outfits. You can dress them up or dress them down and just comfortable, okay? Emphasis on comfort. Next, I have a couple of Abercrombie denim pieces, which Abercrombie has some of my favorite denim. The mid-rise barrel jeans have been my favorite jeans lately. I know people have their opinions on barrel jeans, but I don't know. I feel like I put off buying my own barrel jeans for a while because I was afraid. This sounds dumb. Who cares? Who cares if other people don't like it? I don't know. I just wasn't sure if I vibed with the style, but I feel like it looks flattering on my body type and I feel comfortable in them. I still feel like I look cute. I like the shape. So I've really been liking the ones from Abercrombie. They're like a medium wash, maybe on the darker end of medium wash. And they go with so many things and I love how they look on me. And when I can find a pair of jeans that I feel like are flattering on my body type and are also comfortable, say less. Like that's exactly what I need. Going along with denim that I think flatters my body type and is comfortable, the Abercrombie A-line short. Okay, it's a denim short. The A-line specifically, I cannot stand when a jean short is tight on my thighs. Like I need there to be a little bit of wiggle room, and the Abercrombie A-line short, I'm pretty sure the ones that I got are the Curve Love. I usually get only Curve Love denim from Abercrombie, which is a godsend that they have that line because that is so right up my alley and it is so comfortable and flattering on me. But the A-line short is the best jean short that I've tried. I need to get more colors. I went into my local Abercrombie a few weeks ago and they were all sold out of my size of the color that I wanted, so I'm gonna probably need to place an online order. But with spring and summer coming up and like the warmer weather, I need to stock up on these because I have one pair in like a darker wash that I wear all the time. And when I find a piece of clothing that I love so much, I will just get the same style and the same piece in different colors because I know that it works and it's foolproof. So I definitely need to place an order for like a lighter wash too, because they are truly my go-to shorts. Cannot rave about them enough. And then rounding out this category, I added an accessory in here last minute because I just need to talk about the LL Bean boat and tote bag. I use mine every single day. It's huge. It fits so many things and it has a zipper, which I love. I use it as a beach bag. I use it as a laptop bag. I truly bring it everywhere. I'll just go get it for you. Here is my bag. I got mine embroidered with my initials. I absolutely love this bag. I got the navy one. I got the long straps too, which I like, but I probably could have gotten the shorter ones. I just wasn't sure. But this bag, I get compliments on this all the time and it holds so much. It's a staple. Finally, I have my favorite books of the year so far. Let me check my Goodreads really quick because I think I've read and listened to 18 books so far this year. Okay, yes, I finished 18 books. My goal for 2026 is 26 books for 2026. The ones that I wrote down as my favorite so far of the year are One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. That is the first book that I finished this year, and it's what got me out of like a 4-month reading slump. It's been a while since I've read this, so I just went and grabbed the book so that I could tell you what this is about. It says, in her 20s, Emma Blair marries her high school sweetheart, Jesse. They build a life for themselves, far away from the expectations of their parents and the people of their hometown. They travel the world together, living life to the fullest and seizing every opportunity for adventure. On their first wedding anniversary, Jesse is on an assignment when his helicopter goes missing over the Pacific Ocean, and just like that, Jesse is gone forever. So it literally starts the first page of this book, which I love just reading the first line. I feel like that sets the tone for the whole book. The first line of this book says, I am finishing up dinner with my family and my fiance when my husband calls. Like, okay, immediately I'm in. So continuing on, Emma quits her job and moves home in an effort to put her life back together. Years later, now in her 30s, Emma runs into an old friend, Sam, and finds herself falling in love again. When Emma and Sam get engaged, it feels like Emma's second chance at happiness. That is until Jesse is found. He's alive and he's been trying to come home to her all these years. Emma now has a husband and a fiance, but who is her one true love, and what does it even mean to love truly? I love Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing, and I love her stories, and I loved the plot of this. I thought it was so interesting to see what Emma would end up doing and just how her feelings for Jesse had changed and what happens with her and Sam and just the whole journey. And like throughout this book, she's trying to figure out what her one true love is, but I feel like she's also learning a lot about herself in the process. But it's just such a good plot that I'm like, okay, I want to find out what happens. Like, who does she pick? What happens? But the story along the way is just so good. It was such a fun read. So this is one of my favorite books of the year, the first one I finished. My next favorite books of the year were the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. I only have the first book in physical copy. I read the second two on my Kindle because as soon as I finished this one, I immediately jumped into the second one, which I think is The Ballad of Never After. The Ballad of Never After is the second one. That was my first 5-star of the year. This one is about our main character, Evangeline Fox, and it says, she has always believed in true love and happy endings until she learns that the love of her life will marry another. Desperate to stop the wedding, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic immortal Prince of Hearts, aka Jax, who I love. But she soon discovers that bargaining with the Prince of Hearts is a dangerous game. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. So Evangeline is from this one town. She gets invited to this event called Knock Day Never Ending in the Magnificent North, which she's heard about her whole life because her mom used to live in the Magnificent North and used to tell her all these stories about it, but she had never been there. So she got invited to this event. And the event is basically for the prince, not the Prince of Hearts, a different prince, for the prince to find a wife. And then Knock Day Never Ending ends when he finds a wife. But that is what Evangeline gets invited to. And then we have the Prince of Hearts, Jax, who's like a bad boy, moody, meddling, like evil guy. But he's just misunderstood. The interaction between Evangeline and Jax throughout this trilogy, I ate it up. I really ate it up. The evil guy who everyone's afraid of, and he's supposed to be like, well, he's immortal and deathly and everything, but, you know, he has another side that just needs to be brought out. Like, that's what this is giving. The second book was easily my favorite of this trilogy. Next, I have Daisy Jones and the Six, but specifically the audiobook. That was an entire production. I listened to it on Spotify Premium. I had never read Daisy Jones and the Six, nor had I watched the show, but I listened to the audiobook earlier this year, and they had a different voice actor for every character. It was an entire production, and I feel like it really brought the story to life. I really enjoyed listening to it, and then I ended up watching the show afterwards, and I'm really glad that I listened to the book first and then watched the show, but I'm glad that I did both because I listened to the story and then I watched the story come to life. So I really enjoyed that. Again, Taylor Jenkins Reid, she does not miss. And then the last book that I have on here is My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. I just read this one and I finished it in like 2 days. It's a thriller, and I need to remind myself of the main character's name because I want to give you like the early synopsis of it. I think this is my first Alice Feeney that I've read, and now I want to read more because this was so good. So it's about our main character, Eden Fox, and the story starts off with Eden. She's an artist. She just moved to this small town with her husband. Their house is like up on a cliff. She has a gallery opening this night, so she goes out on a run to clear her head and whatever. She gets back from the run, goes back to her house that she shares with her husband, tries her key in the door, and her key doesn't open the door. A woman who kind of looks like her opens the door and is like, "Who are you?" And then she's like, "I live here." And then the woman's like, "No, you don't. I live here. I'm Eden Fox and I live here with my husband." And then meanwhile, Eden Fox, who had just got out on the run, who lives there with her husband, was like, "What?" So basically we have 2 Eden Foxes, and that's where the story starts. And immediately I was just like, what the is going on? And I need to know what's happening, because with thriller books, I love that I feel like I can't really trust anybody, even the narrator. I'm like, who's telling the truth here? Like, I can't just assume that the narrator is the one telling the truth just because they're the ones telling the story, you know what I mean? So I just absolutely love a thriller. I've been eating thrillers up lately. I feel like maybe a third of the books that I've read this year have been thrillers because I just fly through them so fast. And I have been so on and off with reading so far this year. I've read 10 books in January, and then it's now April and I've read 8 since. I've just had trouble focusing lately, so reading a really fast-paced, good thriller has been helpful for me to keep my attention, especially in the moments where I'm feeling like I can't really focus as well as I would like to. So I have just been eating up the thrillers, and I really, really liked that one. I also have been eating up the Truly Devious series. I read The Box in the Woods and 9 Liars this year, and then the next book in that series comes out this year. So another book that I'm really looking forward to reading. But that is the last one that I have on my list for my favorite books of the year so far, the ones that have really stood out to me. What are some other things that I've been loving? Let me think. My Lola blanket. Honestly, they're so worth it. It's almost kind of weighted because it's so thick and good quality. I am obsessed with my Lola blanket. So is my cat. She loves to lay on it. It's one of my favorite things that I own. Also, my stacked workout mat. Instead of rolling the mat up, it folds kind of like accordion style, and it's so thick and it's comfortable to work out on. I love it. I've been using that for, I mean, ever since I got it, probably like 6 or 7 months ago. Next level workout mat. If you're looking for a new workout mat that actually keeps its shape, I feel like ones that roll up, I've had issues with them like stretching out. Maybe I'm just not getting the right ones. But this one's comfortable and it doesn't stretch out. I also have been loving this water bottle. I hyperfixate on new water bottles every time I get a new one. But this one is by the brand Reduce, and it's this really pretty like plum color. It fits in my cup holder. I also like to hook the handle on the side of my bag. So I just have it sticking in my bag like this. I feel like that's it. Is there anything else? No? I feel like I covered it. Those are just some things that have been bringing me joy lately, and I wanted to share them with you. So if you made it to this point in the video, thank you for caring about the things that have been making me happy. Maybe you got some inspiration for some new things if you've been looking for something new, or a new product, or a new read, or whatever. Or even if you're not, you just listen to me talk about things that I enjoy. Thank you for being here. Please comment down below, I'm a real one, because you are a real one if you made it to this point in the video. I love you so much. But that's gonna be it for me today. So thank you so much for watching. I love doing sit-down videos, okay? I miss sit-down videos. I miss OG YouTube. I miss when people used to just sit down and do like a haul or a makeup routine or what's in my bag. I still need to make a what's on my iPhone. Like, I've been thinking about doing that for years. I've actually gotten quite a few people asking me to do a what's on my iPhone. So I'm like, if you would want me to actually do that, please let me know so I can schedule that in, because that would be easy to film. I'm like, I don't think my iPhone's that interesting, but I also understand the curiosity of just being like, how do other people set up their stuff? But I feel like this has been a very kind of bland week, so I haven't had anything to vlog. And then I was like, wait, I can make a sit down video. And I really miss making a sit-down video. I talked about this in a previous video. At one point had a podcast. If you are a real one, you know, Digital Diary with Elise. I have since stopped doing the podcast, but I kind of was thinking that I would like to maybe make a video podcast sort of situation and just post like a sit-down video of me talking about a topic, kind of like I would have done on the podcast, but just posting it on my YouTube channel to kind of bring the podcast back, but also like incorporate more sit-down chatty videos, because I don't know, lately I just feel like I haven't had that many interesting things to vlog, or like I've been doing a lot of new things, but I haven't wanted to vlog them because I don't know, I'm just still trying to figure a lot of things out. Like, a lot's been going on and I don't always want to pull the camera out and vlog all of that, if that makes any sense. So let me know if you'd be interested in something like that, kind of like a video podcast, but just posted here on my channel instead of posted on like podcast platforms, so that I can kind of bring the vibe of that back without actually doing the full podcast, because I think I ran out of things to say on the podcast. I feel like I had said a lot of things and I was like, well, what more is there really to say? But now sometimes I just want to sit down and talk instead of vlog and like show my day-to-day. Sometimes I just want to sit and chat. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. And that's the last thing I'm going to say. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye.